So thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. And in today's class, we are going to explore how to root to rise and essentially finding ways to ground ourselves in these unsettling times. So we will start seated in Sukhasana with your ankles crossed. And try to sit on the sits bones, the little bony parts of the pelvis that are right underneath the buttocks. So try to sit nice and tall. Bringing your eyes to close. And just checking in with your breath. Maybe placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And slowly begin to deepen the breath. A slow and steady inhale. And a slow and steady exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take a few more on your own, trying to deepen the breath with every inhale. Relaxing the shoulders, let them drop down the back. Soften the face. Feel the breath expanding the belly and the chest. Take a few more on your own. And then release the hands down alongside the body. Bring the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Your choice how close you want the feet to be in towards the groin. The further you bring them in, the more intense the stretch will be on the inside of the thighs. But wherever you are, keep a nice tall spine. So again, you're still sitting on those sits bones. Shoulders are relaxed. And try to root to rise from here as well. So you're rooting down to the sit bones as you're reaching the crown of the head up. Growing long. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, begin to take some circles here with the torso. Try to follow the breath. Nice and slow. And then slowly begin to change the direction of the circles. And then slowly coming back through center, grow nice and tall. Once again, inhale. And as you exhale, open both of the legs out towards the side in a wide-legged forward fold. And maybe lift the hips up a little bit more and then settle back down. So there's a real sense of grounding here. You're grounding down through the entire lower half of the body. So you're grounding down through the hips, the sits bones, the thighs, the calves, and the heels. Press through the heels, reach the chest out. Inhale, reach both arms up. And as you exhale, side bend over to the right. So over the right leg. Trying to drop that left shoulder back so that you are opening the chest towards the ceiling. Maybe you grab onto that right toe. Maybe you reach the ankle. Wherever you lie, you lie. Inhale. And exhale. Engage the belly as you inhale, come back through center, lift up. And then exhale over to the left. Inhale. And exhale. Low belly engaged. Come back up through center. Inhale, lift up, look up. And exhale, slowly begin to fold forward. And try to fold forward with a flat back. Keep reaching forward. And then release the hands down onto the ground. Maybe crawling the fingertips forward, maybe coming onto forearms. It doesn't matter how far here you go down. So try not to go past your edge. Listen to your body. Continue to ground down through those legs, nice and strong. Engage the belly. And then inhale one vertebrae at a time. Begin to roll yourself back up. Cross the ankles. And then come into your tabletop, all fours. Knees directly under the hips. Wrists under the shoulders. Fingers are spread. So even here in this pose, we're rooting down. So we're grounding down through the entire circumference of the hands. We're grounding down through the tops of the feet. And try to get all the toes on the mat as well. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale to curve the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale into your cow pose. And exhale to cat. Take a few more on your own. Maybe pausing in one of the poses if that's what your body needs today. And then after your next cat back, after your next curved spine, come back to tabletop. Bringing the big toes together, spreading the knees, and sinking the hips down, coming into child's pose, reaching the arms straight in front of you, forehead on the mat or block. Or you can sweep the hands behind you. Again, this is your practice. Take any modification throughout class that you see fit for your body, for your practice. If the arms are behind you, sweep them forward, extend them as far forward as they'll go. Take a peek, make sure that they're about shoulder width or wider. Spread the fingers, elbows are lifting. Take a slight engagement of the low belly as you inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Take a slow pedal here in your down dog. Again, you're always welcome to pause on one side if you feel that you need to spend a little bit extra time on one side than the other. Come high in the balls of the feet, bend the knees. Reach the hips up towards the ceiling as you slowly begin to straighten the leg, descending the heels down towards the earth. Once again, high in the balls of the feet. Bend the knees and slowly begin to straighten the legs. It's almost like your hips are pulling up towards the ceiling to straighten the legs. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Right leg up and back. Bring the right knee in towards the nose, coming into plank. And then placing that right foot down on the mat as you lower the left knee down. Untuck the toe. Coming into a kneeling lunge, you can always bring in your blocks as well if you have them. Bringing that right hip back as the left hip comes forward, lift the chest. And maybe bringing the hands onto that right knee. Bring the hips back a little bit so that you can engage the low belly, bringing the top of the pelvic bone up towards the belly button. Keep that engagement and then drop the hips forward. So it's a little bit more active than just dumping into the pose. Rooting down through that front foot and through the top of the back foot. Big inhale. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank pose. Knees up or down and plank. Belly button is drawing back towards the spine. Chest is drawing forward. Heels are pressing back. Tailbone reaching down. Big inhale. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Again, a slow pedal here in your down dog. Or in no rush. And then coming back through center. Bring the weight into the right foot as you lift the left foot up. Inhale, bring the left knee in towards the nose as you draw forward to plank. And on the exhale, plant that left foot down in between your hands and lower the right knee down. Coming onto the fingertips. Try not to dump too much weight into that front leg. And then slowly maybe bringing the hands onto that left knee, drawing the left hip back, right hip forward. And pulling the hips away from the front of the mat, just so you can engage the low belly. So you can bring the pelvic bone, the top of the pelvic bone up, engaging the low belly, keep that there, and then descend the hips forward. So it's not like a dumping forward, with control. And you'll feel that action right on the outside, the front of that right thigh bone, the hip flexor. Big inhale. And as you exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Nice strong plank. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come high in the balls of the feet, bend the knees, lift the hips up. And then slowly descend the heels down. Inhale, draw forward to plank. Knees up or down. As you exhale, chaturanga all the way down. Untuck the toes. Hands are going to be by the low ribs, fingers are spread, and grow nice and long in the legs. So lifting one leg up, stretching it back to the same with the other one. The knees are lifting up off the mat. Inhale, reach the chest forward and up, coming into low cobra, float the palms. Inhale. As you exhale, glide the forearms down onto the mat for Sphinx. Bring the elbows in towards each other. The elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. You feel any compression in the low back? Just lift the belly up a little bit. So that's reaching the tailbone down towards the heels. Glide the arms back in space to reach the chest forward. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower back down. Bringing the hands alongside the low ribs once again. Inhaling into low cobra. And staying here, or pressing into the hands to straighten the arms and come into upward facing dog. Reach the chest forward, inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Once again, lift the right leg up. Inhale, bring the right knee in towards the nose, curl up. Exhale, plant the right foot down. Lower the left knee. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, glide the hips back so you can straighten that right leg, coming into a runner's lunge. Everybody. Engage the low belly. As you inhale, draw forward. And exhale, make your way back to down dog. You can go through a vinyasa. And back. Bring the left knee in towards the nose, curl up. And then plant the left foot in between the hands, lower the right knee down. Take an inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, draw the hips back, straighten that left leg. Inhale, come forward. As you exhale, make your way back to down dog, going through a vinyasa if you like, or just going straight back. Bend the right knee and plant bend the left knee, and plant the right heel down on the mat at an angle. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right, looking under your right armpit. Inhale, come back through center, coming into downward facing. This time, bend the right knee, drop the left heel down at an angle. So the toes are pointing out towards the side of the mat. Inhale, and then exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back through center, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly begin to walk the feet forward to meet the hands. So you're in a forward fold here. You can bring the feet a little bit wider than the hips. You can grab onto elbows if you like, or just keep the hands down on the ground or on blocks. You can bend the knees a little bit. Just again, make this your practice. But as we're hanging here, find the connection between all four corners of your feet and the mat. Bring your awareness to that space as you press down into the feet, lifting the hips up and allowing the torso to hang even further down. Maybe sway side to side. Drop the hands down alongside the body. Bring the feet back to about hip width. Spread the toes. Find that connection once again. Really bring your awareness to the connection with the feet on the mat. As you inhale, press into the feet to lift up halfway left. Exhale, release down. Keep the feet glued down onto the mat. Root down to rise. As you inhale, bend the knees, lift up. And exhale to Tadasana. Tadasana, your foundation for all of your standing poses. Take a look at your feet. Make sure you have about 2/5 width in between your feet. That's about hip width apart. The hips are directly over the heels, shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders. Spread the toes, place them back down. Close your eyes and take a few circles here in your Tadasana, or maybe go forward and back. Just trying to find that sweet spot, that place where you feel most grounded and most centered in your mountain pose. And once you find that spot, stay there. Blink the eyes open. Inhale, lift up, lift the arms up, press down through the feet as you reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Don't hold a breath, but again, there's this sense of length that's coming all the way down from the feet, from the ground, from the earth, all the way down up the legs, up the torso, up the arms, through the fingers. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, release. Really root down to rise. So press the feet into the earth as you inhale, lift up. The feet are lifting you up. And exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keep going as you exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, lift the arms. Maybe take a back bend. As you exhale, make your way to downward facing dog, perhaps going through a vinyasa or going straight back to down dog. Three big breaths. Slow and steady inhale. Slow and steady exhale. Right leg up and back, same side. Maybe you open the hip out. Right foot comes forward as the left knee lowers. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, plant the hands. Step forward, you're in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release down. Press into the feet to help you lift up. Inhale. Keep going as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left foot comes back, left knee lowers down. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, flow through to down dog. Slow and steady inhale. Slow and steady exhale. One more. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Take a twist. As you exhale, plant the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step forward. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Root to rise. Inhale, lift up. This time as you exhale, Tadasana. Come to find your mountain pose once again. Shoulders are relaxed. But there's energy coming down from the feet all the way up the legs, up the torso, up the body, through the crown of the head. Inhale, lift the arms up by the ears. As you exhale, sink the hips back, Utkatasana. Reaching the tailbone down. Make sure you can see your toes. Sink down a little bit further. Keep the chest lifted, keep the gaze lifted. Feel the connection with the earth, with the mat, on your feet. Ignore the thighs, just keep the focus on the energy coming up through the legs. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend. And exhaling back to downward facing dog. 5 breaths here in your down dog. You can take a child's pose. Keep reaching the chest towards the thighs. Keep pressing the thighs back as you lift the hips up. Right leg up and back. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, coming into plank as you curl up. Plant that right foot down in between the hands. Exhale. Inhale to rise, high lunge. So here, again, we're lifting up from the bottom part of the body, so from the feet, up the legs, up the hips, up the torso, through the fingers. The energy is coming down, it's coming up from down here to up here. Take an inhale, and exhale, sink a little bit further. Inhale, straighten the legs, bend both of the elbows, and exhale, back to high lunge. Inhale, straighten the legs, bend the elbows, and exhale, lunge. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, lunge. Keep the lunge. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart and twist to the right. Trying to keep that right hip back and trying to keep the front foot and the back foot grounded. Well, the back heel is lifted, but the toes are grounded. Staying here or maybe dropping the left hand down as you reach the right arm up. Big inhale. Exhale to unwind and take your flow. Slow and steady inhale. Slow and steady exhale. A few more. Lift the left leg up and back. Open the hip out. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the nose. As you exhale, plant that left foot down and inhale, lift the arms, high lunge. You may need to open the feet out a little bit so you feel more stable as I wobble. Again, really bring the energy down from the ground up. There's a sense of lightness in the upper part of the body and stability in the bottom part of the body. Inhale. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, straighten the leg, bend the elbows. Exhale, come back to lunge. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, lunge. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, lunge. Keep the lunge, take another inhale, grow nice and long. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, twist to the left. Again, trying to even out the hips and make sure that left knee is not passing the ankle and that you're not dumping all the weight into that front leg. Maybe dropping the right hand down, lifting the left arm up. Inhale. As you exhale, unwind and take your flow. Slow and steady inhale. Slow and steady exhale. Right leg up and back. Twist it out. On the inhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, curl up. Exhale, drop the right foot down. Spin the left heel and open the feet out so they're a little bit wider than heel to arch. And then inhale, lift the arms up for warrior one. So the hips are facing forward. You might need to bring that back foot in a little bit and open your chest to the sky. Same thing here, we're trying to find evenness through both feet and that grounding down through the center of the feet. As we inhale, press up, so straighten the legs, straighten the arms. And exhale, lunge. Inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, lunge. Take another inhale, stay where you are. And as you exhale, swing the arms behind you, reach the chest forward, coming into a humble warrior. Inhale, lift the arms up, warrior one. And exhale, coming into your humble warrior. Inhale, lift up, lift the arms, keep the lunge. And exhale, stay here. So arms are reaching back, chest is reaching forward. Straighten that right leg. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, drop the hands down to block or ground and release the head down towards that right leg. Reaching that right hip back as the left hip comes forward. Try not to lock that right knee, a little water in the knee. Inhale, come halfway up, bend the knee. As you exhale, take your flow. Slow and steady inhale. Slow and steady exhale. Left leg comes up and back. Bend the knee. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest as you curl up, coming into a plank. Exhale, plant that left foot down, spin the right heel down. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Then we're just gonna take a few lunges here with that front knee. You can keep the arms where they are or bring them down in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. As you inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, lunge. Inhale to straighten. And exhale, lunge. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, lunge. Keep the lunge. Take another inhale, roll long. And exhale, sweep the hands behind you, reach the chest forward so the torso is parallel to the ground, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, humble warrior. One more time, inhale, lift up. Keep the feet grounded to the mat. And exhale, come forward. Reach the arms behind you, shoulders away from the ears. And straighten the left leg. Right away, bring that left hip back as the right hip comes forward. Inhale. And exhale, drop the hands, drop the torso, fold forward into your pyramid pose. One more big breath. And then bend that front knee and take your flow, stepping back to plank, or you can skip the flow and go back to down dog. Slow and steady inhale. Slow and steady exhale. 3 more. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. As you exhale, bring the left foot forward, spin the right heel, and cartwheel up. But we're gonna straighten that front leg and bring our hands to our hips as we bring the feet parallel to each other. Reach the tailbone down. And now turn both of the feet out towards the corners of the mat. Reach the arms out to a V. Inhale, five-point star, lift the gaze, lift the chest, bring the shoulder blades back. As you exhale, bend the knees, bend both of the elbows, coming into goddess. Inhale, straighten, lift up. And exhale to goddess. So really try to use the feet to lift, to press into the feet. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Maybe swaying side to side. Maybe bringing hands together in front of the heart. But wherever you are, continue to press into the feet, lift up through the root, so your root chakra, right? So the bottom of your pelvis bone, lift up through there, engaging the muscles in your groin. Bring the hands onto the knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop the right shoulder, take a twist to the right. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, drop the left shoulder, twist to the other side. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Last one. And then come back through center. Straighten both of the legs. Parallel the feet, shake it out a little bit. And bring the hands onto the hips. If you have blocks, you can place them in front of you. Reach the shoulder blades back, the elbows come back. So the hands aren't necessarily on the hips, they're more so protecting the low back here. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze, lift the heart. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward into your Prasarita Padottanasana. And as you're folding forward, try to fold forward at the hip crease here, not the waist. You can keep the hands where they are. You can clasp them behind you if you like. Or you can bring them down onto the earth. Maybe bringing the hands behind you or grabbing your feet or wherever you feel you need to drop your hands. Keep the low belly engaged and check your weight. See if you're holding too much of the weight in the backs of the feet or the front of the feet, and try to find again that sweet spot, just like you do in your Tadasana. Nice and slow, begin to inhale to lift up halfway. Planting the right hand down underneath the face. As you exhale, twist to the left. Lift the left arm up. Inhale. And exhale, come back down, release down. Maybe take a different variation of this pose with your hands. If you had the hands on your hips, maybe drop them down. If you had them on your feet, maybe bring them up behind you. Try something out. Slowly, slowly, inhale, come back up. Halfway. Planting the left hand down underneath the face as you exhale, twist to the right. Again, try not to lock the knees. Bring the energy up through the feet and up through the thighs. Inhale. And exhale, once again, fold forward. Just for a breath or two, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Inhale, halfway. As you exhale, walk the hands forward and take your vinyasa. Slow and steady inhale. Slow and steady exhale. Left leg comes up and back once again. Bring the knee in towards the nose. Plant the left foot down and cartwheel out. But once again, straighten the legs and parallel the feet. Bring the feet out towards the corners of the mat. Your hands can stay on your hips or you can bring them in front of the heart. Reach the tailbone down. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, slowly begin to bend the knees. As you begin to drop the hips down. Staying either in goddess pose like we did before, or adjusting your stance so you can come all the way down into Malasana, yogi squat. Several options here. If the heels are lifted, place a towel or blanket underneath the heels. You could also place a block underneath your buttocks and rest on the block, but don't just plop onto it. Wherever you are, don't just drop down, right? You want to try and root down to rise, even in this pose. So lift up through the pelvic region, all the way up through the crown of the head. Press into the feet. Press the elbows into the knees. Make this a very active pose. Inhale. And exhale. Take another inhale. As you exhale, drop the right hand down and twist to the left. Lift your left arm up. Inhale, come back through center, hands in front of the heart. And as you exhale, drop the left hand down and twist to the right. Inhale, center. And as you exhale, drop the hands, straighten the legs, parallel the feet. And take a breath here. Come back to the front of the mat. And take your final vinyasa. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Take another inhale. As you exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here and we'll all meet in child's pose. Dropping the knees down, opening them wide, bringing the toes to touch. Sink the hips down onto the heels, rest the head. And then roll yourself back up. Come to sit with your legs out in front of you. Again, you're sitting on the sits bone, so the bony parts underneath the pelvis. Press through the heels, spread the toes. Inhale, lift both arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly roll yourself back up. And exhale, release. Bend the right knee. And then drop that right knee down towards the mat. Keep the left leg extended. Press through the heel. Turn the torso over towards the left. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold over the left leg. And then slowly, slowly inhale, begin to lift. Plant the foot on the mat once again. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, twist to the right. Keeping that left leg engaged. Inhale. And exhale, unwind. Extend the leg. Bend the left knee. Drop the left knee out towards the left. As you bring the torso slightly over to the right, inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, fold forward. Slowly inhale, lift up. And then bend the left knee, planting the left foot on the mat. Inhale, lift up, root down to rise, lift the arms up. As you exhale, twist to the left. Hugging the left knee in and engaging that right leg. Inhale. And exhale, unwind. Make your way onto your backs. Once again, if you want to go through a Navasana on the way down, you can come to those sits bones again. So balance on the sits bones, come onto your toes, hands are out in front, lift both legs up, keep the knees bent, inhale. As you exhale, begin to straighten out. Pausing in Ardha Navasana, because why not? And then exhale, release all the way down to the ground. Bend the knees. And bring the heels a little bit closer in towards the buttocks. The shoulder blades are coming in towards each other. Thighs are spinning in. Press down into the feet to inhale and lift the hips up, coming into your bridge pose. Try not to let the knees open out towards the side. Inhale. And exhale, slowly begin to lower down. One more time. Press into the feet to inhale and lift the hips. Maybe this time bringing the shoulder blades underneath as you clasp the hands underneath the hips. Big inhale. And a slow exhalation drops the hips all the way down. Bring the hips over towards the right as the knees come in towards the chest. And then you drop the knees all the way over to the left, opening the arms out to a T for your supine twist. Slowly come back to center, using the core. Drop the feet down to move the hips over to the left. As the knees come in towards the chest on the inhale, and then drop them to the right. Maybe looking over the left shoulder. And then slowly come back through center. Even out the hips. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Grab onto the backs of the thighs and straighten both of the legs. Pressing through the heels. You can keep the hands behind the thighs if you like, bringing the legs a little bit closer in towards the body. Or you can press the hands down onto the mat, palms facing down. We'll be here for a few breaths, about 5 to 8 breaths. If you wanted to move into a plow pose, make sure that your low back is supported. Slowly bring the knees in towards the chest. Staying here, swaying side to side, maybe taking some hip circles, or perhaps a happy baby. Once again, you can stay in stillness or sway side to side. Come back through stillness, bring the knees back in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug, forehead to knees. Inhale. And as you exhale, let everything go. Come into your Shavasana. Arms are alongside the body, bringing them a little bit further away. Eyes are closed. Just let it all go. Deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bringing small movement back into the body. Inhale, lift both arms up and overhead. Point the toes. Take a full body stretch. Maybe even press through the heels. Exhale, side out the mouth. Return the arms alongside the body. Bend the knees. Using your whatever arm you like, wherever you're turning over, turn over and rest your head on that arm. And once again, just give yourself a moment here to thank yourself for making it on your mat today. Slowly and mindfully press into your hands to come up to sit. And come to sit in any comfortable position. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with joy. Thank you for tuning in. Namaste.